Okay, we're going live yet again for another streaming of trading. Let me connect to all the sources so that it's all live on different platforms. We're usually starting on YouTube and then going for other platforms as well. Let me just check that everything is working. So, and then we're going to summarize everything and see what's happening. I think it should be live. So yeah, it should be working. Let me just check where we have everything. And then we're going to summarize what's happening so far. We're basically getting liquidated to a certain extent, but it's for a good cause because we're trying to farm 2 airdrops at the current time, Aster and Lighter. I'm also going to mention Hyperliquid because there's something cool happening right now. So this is really cool. So yeah, this is where we're starting. Let me check whether we have everything live also on other places and that it's working fine as well. I think it should be working fine. Yep. Seems like it's working, which is cool. Let me just put something on and we can start trading. The market is currently up, so that's cool. We're going to put some longs today and we're going to revise the positions from the last week. Most of them are actually hit with the stop losses, take profits. We are doing pretty much fine. So as a recap, so far we've been trading on Hyperliquid. After the market downturn, we basically went down from $2,700 to $1,000, so back again to the same level we started with, which is of course fine, but maybe in the process we actually got some cool points along the way, because it happens that there is going to be points available on Hyperliquid. Maybe they're already counted. So I've seen a couple of theories, and if you start looking for Hyperliquid points, then basically people have different theories, basically start talking about how the points already started and maybe retroactively you will get some of them already. The second scenario is that the points will only start, I think, from either October or the 1st of January 2026. Anyway, it will make sense definitely to trade more on Hyperliquid yet again, and definitely coming back to Hyperliquid after, partly at least, after Aster will do its stage 2. So we're already getting some points, which is fine. We basically got something like 15,000 RH points. I don't know if it's cool or not, but we're getting some points along the way, which definitely will qualify us for some kind of an airdrop. I think we can we? I don't know. Can we check how good it is somewhere? I don't know if we can check it on leaderboard. Probably not, but anyway, we're farming this Aster airdrop that's coming, because they basically are dropping 4% of the market cap, which means that it's $600-700 million coming along the way for traders. That's one thing. And the second thing that we're doing is we're trying to farm Lighter as well, which will be a massive event, because Lighter is going to TGE November or end of year, or maybe later, we will see. But something is happening definitely on the Lighter front. I've seen some theories, maybe I have it somewhere here, that something is happening already very soon, meaning September 30, tomorrow, might be the end of season 1, which means that we want to farm it as much as possible, and we're probably fine here. Maybe we put one more position here that we are bullish on, but so far we're going to have a look at what we did so far. A couple of liquidations, which would be fine for the points, and then we basically lost something like $60, which means that if we get at least, for example, 2 points or like 1.5 points, then we already are profitable thanks to how much points are going for, because they're going for like $40-50 right now OTC, I think up to 60 for some of deals. So even 1 point would probably be fine, and we're going to see that tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day they usually distribute points. And also we're going to see whether we get anything. So far we have like 0.3 point, so that's not really much, but we haven't really traded on it. Did a couple of trades. This time I'm trading a little bit more, so let's see whether we are able to get at least this 1 point with this low of the capital, and anything above 1 point would be already cool. So for Aster, we're also doing a little bit of trading here. Let me go with the portfolio. We had a couple of trades, well, nothing really fancy, lost like $20, I think, altogether, or maybe even we're semi-profitable, because we started with like $500 on Aster, $600 on Lighter, which means that right now the PNL is we can compare that to what we have right now to see where we stand with the portfolio. So 540 here, basically 39. I'm going to note that on Lighter, and that compares also to 464 on Aster. So we're still fine. Lost a little bit of capital, like I think a little bit less than $100. We're going to see how much this will bring in terms of the airdrop. As a reminder, Aster will do airdrop on the 5th of October, so we still have a week. And we want to really do as much as possible on Aster before that, because basically after that we're going after other exchanges, probably coming back to maybe Hyperliquid, going after Lighter still, because there's probably time at least until November or more for farming. If anything happens tomorrow, like is the premise of this post, then maybe. Then maybe it's just going to be, the season 2. I don't know how close it will be in the end for Lighter to do the same thing that Hyperliquid did. What Hyperliquid did was basically having season 1 and then the quick season 2 mostly for people that were trading on spot. And it seems like spot trading will also come to Lighter, and they also might do the same thing, that they will launch their own airdrop. First of all, test airdrop with a meme coin. So this is what Hyperliquid did. They launched, I think, per token, distributed to all the users that were trading, and then actually holding that token would give you even more points along the way. So something similar might happen here. We're going to see that probably very soon, maybe even in 2 days or something. Well, in the meantime, it's of course super fascinating with Hyperliquid, because they also finally did the NFT launch. You can trade them, the NFTs you can trade on OpenSea. They're going for like, I think right now it's for $75,000, which is crazy. So still a way to go for if you want to compare that to Bored Ape Yacht Club from 2021, which at the top went for something, I don't know, $400,000-$500,000 for the floor. I'm not sure this will go as high, but let's see. The collection is a little bit smaller, like 4,600 NFTs, but at the same time, there's less people interested in NFTs overall. You don't have this kind of mania that you had in 2021, which means that probably they will go lower. Anyway, going back to what we have, we were basically liquidated on 2 positions. We're liquidated, well, we closed Bitcoin cash here for the profit, because at the same time we're liquidated on Aster for that position. So if you remember the trade history, We got a position on Sol, so for Sol we did end up with a profit, which was actually, here we lost pretty much the same amount, but of course there are some discrepancies here between Lighter and Aster, plus fees and so on. As you can see, the fee for liquidation was $25. Oh, so actually I haven't thought about that, but thinking about it right now, that's why we lost a little bit of capital, because I thought we basically were delta neutral to the point, but I didn't expect Lighter to have such a big fee when it comes to liquidations, because if you can see a couple of other positions, especially those positions, they really have $0 fee. So you don't pay anything if you take profit or stop loss, which was the case here for Bitcoin Cash, but it seems like you pay the fee for being liquidated. Which is fine, of course, but we have to take it into our calculations, and probably the same. Well, for Aster, you just pay fees along the way, so you can see, of course, that those fees are not that high usually, but you definitely pay fees along the way, and they stack up. So yeah, here we are. All the positions liquidated on Aster. We can start again. We're probably going to do with the Ethereum position. I'm going after, I think the highest leverage on Lighter is 50x, and we want to do basically 2 positions. Still, I don't know where the market will go. Probably will go to the up. It seems like it's a little bit bullish right now, but we're going to hedge that. So we're going with the same kind of position here, maybe in USDT. And we're going to long it here on Aster and short it on Lighter. No swapping, just bank. Okay, so we have those 2 positions. We let Popcat and Ktoshi and Easy run. We're fine with that, because you get the more point you get for holding the position over a long time. Also, they are profitable, so that's even cooler. So we added this thing here, which is going to make sure that liquidation price is this. So if we go up, let me just this time I'm going to do a little bit something different, because I don't want to pay this fee on Lighter for getting liquidated, even though, well, maybe I will, because in the end those fees, if we get liquidated, are giving us in the end a lot of points, I think. So we're going to, we're going to do the same thing. The only thing we're going to do is put the liquidation price here for the take profit, basically, and make it a little bit higher. But this is what we did. And same for the liquidation, there was 4099, and we're putting that here on Lighter. Maybe we can even get better level. If we probably can go with well, 9.3 should be fine. Yep. So we have take profits level, and the liquidation will be just for us to be used as the stop loss. So we're fine. So this is one on the. So what I want to do is have a pair trade. So at the same time, I want to in order to have a better positioning also on lighter and Aster, I'm going to do the reverse, meaning longing Sol as well. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a moment. So basically, if you think about it, ETH and Sol are going pretty much in the same direction, but there's going to be... Do I want to have... Maybe let's go with the smaller one. This is a buy. And here I'm going with the sell. Okay, so what we have here right now is that we have we're trading the pair. Basically, well, the weights are a little bit off, right? We have 2-to-1 for Ethereum, which is still fine. We're going to take profits in a moment, but what I wanted to say is that probably what will also happen is because those have two directions, and if ETH is going up, usually Sol is going up. Rarely they going separate directions. It means that also if we get liquidated on Ethereum, we're probably going to win on Solana, and the same for the other way around, which means that we should be having the capital on the exchange still. So this is only to say that we are going to probably be break even on those positions. Let me just check where. Okay, liquidation price 206. We can put it here for the take profit. We can go even with maybe 206 is actually fine. So we have that here. Here the liquidation price is 214. Let's see whether we can get a little bit higher than that. No, probably not, and probably we want to be even lower a little bit. I will do that just because of that wick. We're going to do something like that. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. We have two positions, both on Light and Aster, and also the fact that they can. We have those two separate directions on Ethereum and Sol also means that they could run for a bit longer than just one of them, ideally, and also. Well, maybe because of the take profit, maybe not, because if we close the one position when we have the other. I'm just thinking. Yeah, let me do something different then. We're going to go with a little bit different strategy. No take profits. So we're just going to revisit the position at some point, or maybe let me see whether I want to do it. Because in the end, I'd love those positions to run as long as possible, especially for Lighter, but also for Aster. They explain that in the docs that basically they pay you the most if you have the winning position for a longer period of time. So in the sense that we don't want to, we can risk quite a lot because we're going to risk that basically we lose on everything. But the idea here is that one of those positions will give us quite a lot of money and also will run for a longer period of time, earning us a lot of points. So that's let's see what will happen. So no take profits means that those positions, some of them will get liquidated because, we have this both long and Sol part. But the idea here is that we're going to let run longer the winner. Of course, what can happen is that we go down first quite a lot, so longs will get liquidated, then we go up and the shorts get liquidated and we're going to lose everything. But in this case, I hope the points will be really good. So that's the goal. We're going to try it. I mean, we don't have much time for Aster, so we can do those measures, and also for Aster. So yeah, I think we're fine for lighter. We have also those smaller positions. I still don't know where the market is going, and mostly what I'm beating myself, by the way, on my usual accounts is just smaller projects like Facey, for example, for the AI project. So just wanted to mention that. And on the perp dexes, I'm just trying to have those kind of the delta neutral position and maximize the amount of points that I'm getting. So this is the way here. Okay, so what I wanted to do also on top of that is find markets that are pretty niche, meaning not enough volume happening there, and just try to trade it. Oh, I didn't know you could basically buy Meta, so that's already cool. We can go with Meta long, because why not? Or maybe just change it to isolated. Yeah, the spread is pretty crazy, I think. But it's good. Tokenized stocks are definitely the way to go. We can also start with something smaller. Okay, 5x. Let's do a limit order for that. Again, isolated. Definitely more on I'm definitely more on a side of longing. Ideally, we can win something here, but it seems like it's completely liquid. And as you can see, there's almost no volume whatsoever. So what I'm doing is right now, just for the explanation, I'm trying to find tokens that have low interest rate, low volume, and try to trade there, because usually this is the way to get even more points. But I think you can, if you read it, where's the? Let me just open that in a new window. Yeah, so this is the stage 2 for Aster. We should probably do more here. And as you can see, maybe here it's better. So this is stage 2, right? Happening. The end will be in October 5th, 2025, as you can see, and 4% of Aster will be delivered. There's also going to be stage 3 after that. Maybe we'll do something with it. Let's see. This will be more for spot trades and different incentives. But what works in stage 2 is you have this RH points being calculated, and then you have a couple of scores. So you have trading volume, holding time score, Aster asset holding score, profit score, loss score. So even if you're losing, I think it's fine. I don't know, like, you can both be profiting and losing at the same time. So I guess pretty much that takes into account whether you are a super loser or super winner. You shouldn't be in between. But also you see how important holding time is. So you want to have this position just running constantly. And to a certain extent, also trading volume counts. So there's also something called Aster asset holding score. I'm not sure what that is, whether that's, for example, yeah, the longer you hold the position, the higher the open interest, the more RH point you earn. You have the cap for 2x weekly trading volume. Oh, okay, holding means that have they have their own stable coin, and you can use that as a margin. Of course, the referral link if you want to. That's or not even if you want to, but really recommend it, because then you're getting team boost, and that's everything is multiplied by the team boost. So you should be within the team. If you want to join, then check it out. 2A33AE. That's the referral code here. I can note it somewhere to come back. Master referral. Team boost counts. Part 2 of farming perp dexes. Yep. So they really want to have you be in a good team, and then ideally holding the positions as long as possible. This will be for the stage 2. We have the time until October. So that's one thing. We want to win on those positions. The second thing is lighter. They don't have the points explained in any way. You can only guess what people are, what they will give you points for. So yeah. So this is what we'll stay with this week until probably Friday. I'm doing those streams either Friday or Monday or both. We did last Friday. We're doing now. It's a little bit of clicking, but probably it's worth it because you want to get as many points as possible and try with different things. So I want to use this capital in this way, and then we're going to get to the proper challenge of trying to win as much as possible. This is also possible with lighter, because as far as I've seen people discussing that, Sharpie ratio means a lot. We have a terrible one. We have -14, which is really bad. So good Sharpie is, for example, +4. So 4 and more, that's a good Sharpie, definitely. I think even 2 and more is good Sharpie. It's basically calculated using, how risky your trades were to your winnings. You can just, Google up the definition if you want to, but it basically means that you are winning on a consistent basis, and -14 means we are losing on a very consistent basis. So that's, maybe we get some additional score for that. I don't know. We're going to see that. And we're going to see also on Tuesday, Thursday, so next stream, how many points we got, and this will also mean what we can do, because I'm also a little bit scared about so many people farming lighter right now. So we're going to see whether that makes sense anymore. Same for Aster actually, and if we get just not enough points, then we probably move back to Hyperliquid or maybe extend it. That's another choice for one of the exchanges to have points on, because I think it's worth checking different exchanges to maximize points. I have this calculator on cryptoexchange.sh, where you can calculate some of the potential airdrops, and especially with lighter, if they, for example, launch at $5 billion FDV, and for example you have 1 point and then decide to airdrop like 25%, then that's going to be worth $25. If they decide to airdrop 50% to the users, that's going to be $50. And of course, you can have these different scenarios of like how much they will be worth in the beginning and later on, and how much that will transfer to the points, and how much 1 point will be based on. So this is cool. This is for extended. Let me check for lighter. Lighter is, I think, much, yeah. So for example, this is for 0.5, 1 point, and if they do even 50%, then that's already cool. I think for 4, yeah, for $4 billion FDV, 1 point is already, and 50% airdrop, that's going to be $50, which is pretty optimistic actually, because they're probably going to airdrop a little bit more than that. So we might end up even with something around $100, but I don't want to be, too optimistic. As of now, that better to be positively disappointed rather than and surprised, rather than have your counting all your eggs and then decide you're going to see that you get nothing in the end or a small amount. So this is the thing. But yeah, if there's also extended coming along the way, Ajax, Pacifica, Variational, Vest, Austrian Paradex. So there's a lot of exchanges to try. I want to do definitely lighter right now, and probably depending on the conditions, we're going to just go purely to lighter and maybe a little bit of Hyperliquid. Let's see the points right now and decide for the next stream whether we, for example, move entirely from Aster back to lighter and just trade normally, try to have the best trades possible. Maybe change the account or try to have the better Sharpie. I don't know whether what we're going to see. Also, maybe in between we get a little bit more of the market clarity, because right now it's going a little bit up and down. It was definitely a little bit pessimistic a couple of days ago. Now it's much better. Ethereum is getting back on speed, Bitcoin as well. Solana again above $200, so that's looking good. But so far, I'm still not sure whether we're going up or down, and unless we have some clarity, this is going to, we're just going to farm. But also in the meantime, there were a couple of cool launches. Of course, Plasma was the biggest one. That was last week on Thursdays, and I think this is definitely, we're in the meta where it's definitely worth to have a look at the new tokens, especially those bigger tokens. So if you are looking for those opportunities, there are plenty of them. And you can find very interesting tokens altogether. So yeah, this is probably going to be it this time. We have our positions as a reminder. Let me just maybe note them here. Added if long, so short on both Aster and lighter, opposite directions, meaning we have if short sell long on lighter and if long sell short on Aster. So altogether this is pretty delta neutral. Of course, losing capital is still possible, quite a lot of it actually, because we don't have any take profits. Our stop loss is liquidation price, so we can lose quite a lot. Nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your capital. So remember that. Do not try to do the same thing unless you know the risks. And yeah, back to farming points. We're going to see what will happen next week and where we were when we are. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. We want to maximize the points for now and then see how much it will bring us in the end. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.